I'm Michael Lennox.
Christopher Lennox.
I was a member of 507 Hornets, one of the corps that merged to become Crossmen.
I marched the Crossmen in 2004 and 2005 playing bass drum.
Yeah, in 2000 we lived in Delaware and we were driving by Newark High School and I saw a Crossman equipment truck in a parking lot. And I said to my son, we have to stop in here a minute. I want to see if there's anybody still around that I may know. Walked into the rehearsal and there was Rick Reedy, who I marched with. And he says, hey man, you busy? And I'm like, no. He says, we need some help. And that's when I started volunteering in 2000. I used to do airport runs, things like that. And I eventually got a CDL license so I could drive buses for the Corps. But I've worked on the food truck, I've driven the RV. Jack of all trades, master at none. Rico calls, I answer.
Yeah, you talk about what it was like when you marched.
When I marched, we wore a sling over your shoulder with a metal brace on your knee to support the drum, and they hung on an angle. I went and carried a timpani. Everything has changed dramatically.
How'd you learn your music?
I learned my music by somebody playing it to me, telling me to play it, and then repeat it back. And oh no, that's wrong. You ended on the left, it ends on the right. Now go teach those two guys.
So as we were kind of preparing for this, I'm a band director in North Texas, and I knew it was very important for us to get a chance to do this together. I knew that, he didn't know how to read music from when he marched, and so as soon as we got music, I would kind of write out counts, make videos, instructional videos on kind of how to play it, made audio recordings of his parts, and we went down and visited each other quite a few times, just kind of drumming, practicing along, and 9 months later, here we go, and he's marching and playing the show.
I couldn't believe it was happening. It was like a dream come true. I think we posted or emailed and texted each other like immediately, like, hey, we're doing this.
Yeah, as soon as we saw online that it was a thing, like we both kind of were like, yeah, right, yes, yeah. No discussion, just it's happening. Going into it a little nervous, right? I haven't, performed in a long time, nervous how we were gonna fit in with the guys and everything, but as soon as we got there, it's just like riding a bike. Got back in, getting to march, we're both playing bass drum with the group. There's 14 bass drummers out there, and they all kind of adopted us into into the family, and it's just been surreal. Getting to share this experience that has bonded both of us throughout our entire lives, and finally getting to share the field together has just been an incredible experience.
Yeah, I was scared to death. I haven't marched in over 50 years. And not knowing how to read music, and I've practiced and practiced, but I don't have it down pat. And I was afraid that my first rehearsal, they're gonna say, hey, thanks, but no thanks. And they just accepted me with open arms. Everybody's been great. Like Chris said, they adopted us. And it's an awesome team, and I am just honored and privileged to be here.